What's up guys, Steve again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Here is the Cen Reeper 1/7 scale monster truck fitted with a Toyan L400 4-stroke 4-cylinder engine, and it's looking pretty good. Progress has been made, the gearbox has been installed, and I've made these shock towers, super thick alloy here, and they might look weird, but the motor itself acts as kind of like a brace as well, because how I've made the brackets and everything, it can't really squeeze this way because it's situated in the middle of that motor as well, so it works pretty damn well. And I've got a lot of bolts and screws leading in, holding in these sections as well on either side, so they work well. If anything, I can always put a brace across here, but I don't think I would need to do that. It looks pretty good, and it works really well. It works just like the real thing, or the original thing, sorry. They're pretty stiff shocks because it is a pretty big truck. It's 1/7 scale. That's why this motor looks pretty sweet in there. So everything's nicely meshed like butter. You can hear that there. Well, once you spin it, you can hear it. It's all really nice. Mod 1 gearing there, not Mod 1 in the middle, but it's all metal transmission as well. You have the gears here. Sorry, you have first gear, second gear, third gear, and reverse when you pop it back this way. I need to put a little rod here to hold this shift fork in place, and springs in the middle, so it always keeps it in neutral, like I have done with third and fourth, but I'll do that in a second. I wanted to show you the gearbox install before I start getting into that, because I need to pull the actual gearbox out, and I need to start working out where all the servos go, especially for the throttle linkage up here. So maybe like a wire coming down at an angle, servo around about here somewhere, and then another linkage feeding on to the brake mechanism just there. It's got to push that way, so the brake's got to push that way to lock onto a little disc there. It works pretty well, even though it's small. It actually works pretty cool. There we go, there, look. Happy with how it's turned out so far. I think it looks pretty sweet in there. And the radiator, sorry, will sit around about here. So yeah, no mucking around. Let's get straight into it. When I got to get the creative juices flowing with these, you know, once it starts, it works pretty well. But it does take a lot of half the time just thinking about it. I'm thinking where everything's going to go, how it will work, and if it will work. Now, I have a 26 tooth here and a 16 pinion here. So both pinions, massive pinion at the front. Normally that'll be a spur like I would on the Revo transmission, but I've found this huge pinion, and I think that'll work pretty well. You know, I think it'll give it some pretty good speed, but obviously only one way to find out. But when you turn everything, they all move, and I think it'll be fun. I think the brakes on. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll work pretty damn sweet. But you know, what do you guys reckon? There we go. So it moves, but definitely want to rip it out as soon as I can. I'm just still waiting on parts of this as well. So anyway, let's get cracking and see what we can do with these linkages. Well, that was fun. I found out that I can't really use one servo for throttle and brake. It's just the way how this lever is. I had to do a mix. So I've used a mix for this particular Noble. I'm using channel 3, and I've just disconnected channel 2, which is, you know, normal throttle servo, so no throttle but brake. So the brake works really well. That's one of the setups you get when you get the Revo 3x3 transmissions. You get all these little linkages. Managed to use one of them as well. So basically when that pushes up like that, it engages the brake. And the way it was with the other servo, the throttle servo, how it was here, it actually was here, and normally you can go, you know, it goes this way or that way, and it pulls and pushes. I couldn't do it this way because it needs to be pushed this way, not that way. Really difficult, but I'll show you on the F450. You can see you use a nice little linkage there. It's really simple, works super easy. This particular one, not the case. So this took a bit of a head scratch, and that's for sure, but that's fine. That's how it is. That's part of the hobby, and that's why I enjoy it. So originally I had this one inboard down there. I'm just going to put it on the outside just here. It's going to be covered by the body anyway. Made up a little L bracket. It's exposure's crazy. Little L bracket. I'll smack it back where it was here, and it should be good. But now I need to get a 6-channel servo. I think of what's this here. This is 4 channels. So I need to get a 6-channel because I still need. We've got servo, throttle, now brake, now steering, and I need one for the gear change and another one. So I need at least 5 and maybe 6 for the channel to start it. Fun times. Well, I can't say that took some time, but there we go. Actually made the throttle servo sit a bit higher, so it's, more in line, so it's not such a steep angle for the linkage. Still using the same linkage and servo horn. I just didn't want to make it too complicated, but there we go there. So throttle is on just the one servo. No brake, as you can see. I put a little bit of kickback on it. That's it. But the brake is below it. It's on the blue Traxxas servo. So throttle, so mixing the throttle and the brake. There we go there. It's kind of working. It looks pretty good actually. Proof will be in the pudding when we actually get it out there, but there we go. That was fun, but hey, that's what I enjoy about these builds. If it was easy, then everyone will be doing it and they'll be everywhere, but they're not. That's what's fun about them, I guess. Now the Noble makes it pretty easy to do that mixing on the menu here. So if you can't see, where is it? The mixers there, got a brake mix. Just if I can get it in the camera, just there, brake mix. You pick a channel, and that's it. He also does normal mixers as well, but it does that engine cut off, idle up, so you can put the idle up so when you start it idles up a little bit, and there we go. Pretty cool. One thing I found out as well, which was a pain in the ass, was the direction of the gearbox when the motor was spinning, because I think it's counterclockwise, it was in reverse. No matter what I could do with that gearbox, or to my knowledge, I couldn't make it spin the other way, so I had to flip the bloody diffs, and lucky these could be flipped, otherwise that might have been a deal breaker. So I flipped the diffs front and back, so now it's all spinning in the right direction. Wow, that was fun. But I think that might be it for this episode. I was going to do the linkages for the first, second, third and reverse, but maybe that'll be enough. I think it looked good. Works well. Thank God for that. But this is a little tedious part that take time doing these little things, but works well. Full throttle bodies are opened. You can't see it. Works well. Alright guys, let me know what you think. What do you think about this beast? I don't know what it is. A lot of things are coming together, but another 2 servos I need for the first, second, third and reverse. But it's getting there. Thanks guys, appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next video.